Now, I've been looking at different content with real estate agents posting houses and saying, "Look, oh, look at this house, it's for sale," and all this type of stuff. And what I'm wondering is who the heck is able to afford these types of houses? I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen a house, I should say a respectable, nice house for a standard family that was under like 300, $400,000. So it's like in this economy, who's able to buy and afford these houses? Are people just out here buying houses and they struggling? Are they spending all their money on the house? Do they have money for food? Do they have money for other different types of necessities? That's just something that I'm sitting up here kind of wondering and pondering about. Is like, how are people? I mean, it's like you can barely afford to live. It's just getting real ridiculous out here. It's like everything going up. The food. Because I'm one of them people where, you know, for whatever reason, I don't know. I go to the grocery store really like almost every day. And I would kid you not, I do not spend under $50 or $60 a day each time I go into the grocery store. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I should just start living off of beans and rice and potatoes like it's staple food. I mean, I know that those are, I think those are pretty much foods that you can kind of live off of. I can get some bread, um, some beans, some rice, some potatoes, um, and maybe some spaghetti noodles, and just make it off of that because I'm like, I was gonna say eggs, but to be honest, I don't know. Although eggs have come down, somewhat. I don't know. To me, they're still expensive. I even thought about maybe purchasing some dang on chickens, and raising them up in my backyard or something because it's like I don't know. It's getting hard out here, or maybe even growing. I don't know, a fruit tree, or I guess for maybe go out there and buy a nice little apple tree and grow some apples, and then in the winter, before it gets cold, harvest the last of your apples and put them in the freezer or something like that. Because I mean, it's just getting to be too much. Like these people right here, see that they got an apple tree. They got an apple tree. Hopefully they harvesting the apples instead of letting the squirrels and rabbits and other stuff get to the apples. Because I mean, I don't know. It just seemed like everything going up, people getting poorer and poorer. And I've also been watching a lot of stories about people saying, you know what, forget it, forget the United States. I'm going to move out the country and go somewhere where it's cheaper. I mean, I guess that is always another option, but it's like you can't just pick up and move to these people's country. I'm pretty sure it's a process, that you have to go through to move to a different country. I tell my kids that all the time. Like, we just can't get up and just move over to these people's country. We gotta go through a process and get in there correctly and all that type of stuff. And even then, I know the content creators be acting like, oh, it's so wonderful me living over here. But who knows? They could just be lying and be doing that crap for content. But I know that they say, we living so much cheaper and we got this huge house for $1,000, whereas over here, I'm telling you right now, in the United States, I don't even know. I don't know what we going through. I don't know what we go do. I don't know who buying these houses. I don't know who can afford to live. Because I'm telling you right now, I would love to sell my house, but it's like uh, I don't know. It's almost paid for. I barely owe anything on it. So in a way, I kind of want to keep it because it's like I know if anything comes, falls through, or I have any problems, I know it's mine. I can always fall back on it. But it's like, then again, I'm like, dang, maybe I should sell it and use that to buy this $500,000 house. but then, the mortgage still gonna be high because, yeah, I don't know, maybe that's a $300,000 mortgage or something like that you got. But then again, I think, if something happened, I can't pay the mortgage on this $500,000 house. I can always come back over here and live in this house. So I always have something. But then I guess the other thing I could do is rent it out. But I'm kind of scared of that too, because you get the bad renters in your house, and they'll tear your house up. And I definitely don't want to deal with that. Want to deal with nobody causing no property damage and all that type of ignorant stuff. I just want, if I were to rent it out, I would want my money and I would want my property respected as if it was, their own. It's like, yeah, it's not yours, but you using it is still a reflection on you, and you is expected to keep it up. That's the way I look at that, with anything. But anyway, that's my take on it. Y'all can let me know what y'all think in the comments. Because like I said, to me, it's like everybody broke and nobody got no money. And I always look at these houses and be like, dang, who affording these? And then I go back to that, to the post a little bit later. Oh, they accepting an offer. From who? Who got this type of money? But anyway.